Hello kids, today we're going to learn how to ask people what they do on school days, weekends, and on vacations. We're going to ask and answer questions about daily routines and to say and write the time. Let's start. The title of our lesson is Reading. Question number 1. Look, listen, and read. I'm Judy. On school days, I get up at 6:30. I walk to school. I usually have sandwiches for lunch. I sometimes go to the playground at 4 o'clock. I never sleep late. I like weekends. I have breakfast at 8:30. I usually go swimming at 11 o'clock. I sometimes play with my friends. I go to bed at 8 o'clock. Question number 2. Read and draw the time. On school days, she gets up at 6:30. On school days, she goes to the playground at 4 o'clock. On school days, she has lunch at. It's not mentioned up there, so you can add the time by yourself. Let's move to weekends. She has breakfast at 8:30. She goes swimming at 11 o'clock. She goes to bed at 8 o'clock. Now, let's move to page 73. Speaking and writing. Question number 3. Ask and answer. What time do you get up on school days? On school days, I get up at 7 o'clock. So, when you want to ask people about the time they do something, you say, what time do you? What time do you? What time do you go to bed? On vacation. What time do you go to the swimming training? What time do you leave for the bus? Question number 4. Write your answers. Here you're gonna write your own answers. So you're gonna ask yourself, what time do you have lunch on school days? What time do you go to bed on school days? Think about it and write your own answers. On school days, I have lunch at. Then you're gonna write the time. On school days, I go to bed at. Then you're gonna write the time. Question number 4. What do you do on weekends? Draw and write. On weekends, I always. You can write whatever you want. Maybe on weekends, I always go to the club. I visit my grandpa and grandma. Maybe I watch a movie. So, you're going to draw whatever you're going to write. Let's move to the activity book. Page 71. Read and write. On school days, I get up at 6:15. I usually walk to school. I go to bed at 8 o'clock. On weekends, I get up at 7 o'clock. I usually go to beach at 11 o'clock. I go to bed at 8:30. So, on the weekend, I get up at 7 o'clock. I usually go to the beach at 11 o'clock. I go to bed at 8:30. And on weekdays, I get up at 6:15. I usually walk to school. I go to bed at 8 o'clock. Page 72 is homework. Now, let's move to page 73. Question number 1. Read and complete. What do you do when you go on vacation? Number 1. I always go to the beach. Number 2. I go to the library. I like the library. I sometimes. I often go to the playground. We usually eat in restaurants. I go to bed at. I go to bed at 8:30. I. I never go to school on vacation. Question number 2. Read and match. What time do you go to bed on vacation? I usually go to bed at 7:30. Number 2. I always go to bed at 8 o'clock. Number 3. I often go to bed at 8:15. Number 4. I sometimes go to bed at 9 o'clock. That's it for today. Thank you. Goodbye.